So far we've been drawing with just point and shoot, by typing in coordinates, pointing it in a direction, typing in lengths and pointing in a direction. Now we're going to look at using the actual coordinates for drawing. So as we said previously, down in our bottom corner of the screen here we have a 0, 0 point. And if we go into line drawing, rather than click to specify a point, we can actually type in the coordinates of the point. So if I type in 0, 0, I can put in the z coordinate, comma 0 again, but I don't need that if I'm drawing in 2 dimensions. So it locks on to 0, 0. If I want to use my next point as 100 across to the right, and nothing up in the z, 100, 0, enter, it locks into the point 100, 0. So that is called using absolute coordinates. So if I wanted to go up to 100, 50, I would type in 100, 50, like so, and it's up to 100, 50. Coming back to the left point of this rectangle, that point there would be 0 in the x and 50 in the y. So I'd type in 0, 50. Okay, and then back home. So that's absolute coordinates. Now that's fine if you're starting from 0, but you don't always start from 0. You might be drawing that same box right out in space here. So let's say we were starting anywhere and we wanted to go 100 across to the left, to the right. Now there's a bit of a trap here, because with recent versions of AutoCAD there is a thing down on the status bar, an option called dynamic input. If that is on, the absolute coordinates won't work. So for the way we're drawing at the moment, just make sure that one is turned off. That's the dynamic input. Now from my point, if I want to go 100 in the x direction and nothing in the y direction, from where I am standing now I can put in the @ sign. You can see it down on the command line there, at 100, 0. So that's 100 in the x, and you can see from where I was now it's gone that distance. So if I go at, from where I am now, 0 in the x, 50 in the y, it jumps up 50. Now if I want to go back, at, from where I am now, minus 100, 0 in the y, it goes back in that direction. And to close it off, at 0 in the x, minus 50 in the y. So that is relative coordinates, relative rectangular coordinates, or also called Cartesian coordinates. And first one we used was absolute coordinates. So that's our rectangular coordinates. Now if we were looking at the same thing in polar coordinates, that's the next thing we need to learn about.